Hola from Barcelona. My name is Neil Morrison and I'm here today with my colleague David Emmett and you're listening to episode 9 of RNF Unlocked. It's round 11 of the 2023 season, which marks the actual start of the second half of the year. The riders will battle it out this weekend in Montmeló. I must say it feels like home for me since I live just 45 minutes from here, but of course it's also home for Raul Fernandez, who is joining us for the first time in his studio today. And we're also happy to say we're joined by his crew chief, Noe Herrera. Welcome to you guys. How are you both?
Thank you.
Thank you. We are all fine. Ready to go on the track again.
Absolutely. Interesting weekend ahead, guys. Interesting weather, I think, looks like for Saturday and Sunday. It could be one of those strange weekends, I think.
Interesting? Well, I don't think. Very, very tricky again. I think will be again interesting weekend. We need to be really focused since tomorrow. Will be interesting to try to go directly to Q2 because if we have rain again, minimum you will be on top 12, and it's something that is very, very important for the race.
Absolutely, yeah. How do you see this Montmeló circuit, Noe? Obviously, it's one of the probably the most spectacular tracks on the calendar. But
his home GP.
My home GP, yes, let's say that. But for me, it's only a track, no, which we need to adjust the riding and the bike for this particular track. Well, as we spoke and we will speak later with Raul, this track will be demanding of controlling or managing the tires because we have a big drop from beginning to the end of the race, so we will lose around 1 kilo of rubber on the rear tires. So we need to manage properly because will be a tough one. But anyway, after the experience we had already in Spielberg, which was quite demanding on controlling these kind of things, and also Silverstone, we have the clear ideas, and he has also the clear mind how to ride here. So we expect good things to come. Yeah.
The change from a rider perspective and a crew chief perspective, obviously we've seen the change in the rules where now only practice, FP2, whatever you want to call it, only Friday afternoon counts for Q1 and Q2. That means in the morning you have some time for setup. Has that made both of your lives easier, more difficult? How has it changed?
More difficult. Like this is more difficult, sure. The problem that we have now is since the first day you play the race. You play with the position on the grid. Now MotoGP is in a very high level. I think one of the higher level that on the history. With more or less all the bike you can win a race. And it's very important to be there all the practice because you know that since P2 you decide the position on the grid, and now with this new system with the sprint race you have to be very, very, very prepared, and you don't have too much time to prepare.
Yeah, honestly, when they changed these new rules, just to use practice as an official lap times for Q2 helped a little bit, but yeah, it's really stressful for all of us because you have finally only one session of 45 minutes just to try to figure out the best setup for time attack, and sometimes on the very first moment the grip level or the performance level of the track is not as great as could be after many laps. So to be in advance for the time attack and almost in lap times that should be in qualifying is sometimes is a really big jump. We have seen during this season that in FP1 you are at least 2 seconds slower than at the end of the practice. So this kind of speed, extra speed that you gain in practice session is really stressful because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Is it difficult to be 100% from, 10 o'clock on Friday morning?
We try to be at 100% all the weekend, but sometimes it's quite difficult, no? Because also you know with the weather also sometimes on some races we have a bad weather and we go directly to the race, Silverstone, no? It's true that sometimes it's difficult to manage all at 100%, but we try, and I think also. What I can say is I believe a lot on him, and this is something that helped to me. To the heart, you know. It's true that if you don't believe on the people that you are together to you, it's quite difficult, no? Because for a rider, especially in MotoGP, it's not just to go on the bike. You have a press conference, you have a lot of meetings, you have to manage with your personal sponsor, you have a lot of things to do. If you don't believe on your team, that I would like to be more time on the bus to work, but sometimes I don't have the possibility. I have to do a lot of things, and if you don't believe, sometimes it's difficult. Because sometimes when he asks, hey, what tire do you prefer for tomorrow? I say, I believe in you.
He has a easy life. Yeah. You realize now.
Yeah, but it's true, 100% it's true. It's difficult because I cannot imagine if you win. If you win, I cannot imagine.
Guys, obviously this is your second year in MotoGP, Raul, but it's the first year you're working together in MotoGP. You also have a history before that. Back in 2021, you were working together when you were fighting for the Moto2 World Championship, Raul, of course, in that fabulous year as a rookie in that category. But your relationship, I think, started just before that, right? When you were still in Moto3, Raul. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about how you got to know each other?
Our relationship is strange, eh? No, but yeah, I remember the first experience that we have together is because I remember with the COVID. Do you remember that they had to put the glasses and everything? Yeah. The first time that I always with the active team, we were together, okay? And sometimes when the practice, the Moto2 practice start, I go to the box, I see a little bit because I love the bike and I like to see. The first time that I see to Noe is because he had the glasses at the opposite side.
Upside down.
Yeah. I say, I think you did a mistake with the glass. No, you are joking.
I couldn't believe because he was always joking. And
No. But then I spoke with him. He said, no. Okay. You will see on TV.
Then after
he
that,
take the telephone like this. Oh, maybe yes. Okay. And we start our relationship.
And we say, well, this was after in 2021 already.
Yeah, but and also later here we start also with the games because I love Spain. He loves Catalonia. I put the front brake protector with the Spanish flag. He modified with the Catalonian flag, and we start the joke. And yeah, since 2020 we have a good relationship, and was a surprise. Never, when I jumped to Moto2, never I say, yeah, I want to work with him. No, was a surprise to work together because he was like data boy, and he jumped with me because he started like a crew chief with me. Also, I was a younger or rookie in Moto2, and he was a rookie like a crew chief, and we start together. Our relationship, more or less.
Yeah. How can you describe that year, Noe? Because it was, as Raul said, you were both rookies as a crew chief and as a rider in a really competitive, difficult class, and you did something extraordinary.
Yeah, but this is. I would like to say that was not an accident. I think he is a really, really special rider. It's clear from.
But in the good side or in the bad side, special rider,
maybe both sides.
Depend the moment.
No, it was clear that he had really a special thing inside, and he was able to express that thing on the track. But also, I must say that I was lucky also in that team that they have really, really good professional staff working there, which I learned a lot from Akiayo, Massimo Branchini, many guys. So I was lucky to be there, just learning from them. So the step was just a natural step for me and also for him. But yeah, I tried to don't mess it up a lot on the bike because he was really able to take out his talent for riding, and he did
and also,
incredible.
If I have to say anything, is the category that you don't have material to try, you don't have manufacturers, it's just more or less 90% of the grid with the same bike and go. No, it's true that I have a really good team. That is something that I have to say. Always we have a lot of material. And we did a really good year, but it's completely different category than MotoGP. That is something that I have to say because MotoGP is completely different. Depend the track, your bike is working better or not like you wanted, no? And well, yeah, it was a very, very nice year, but it's something that I don't want to think too much because I want to do again in MotoGP. It's something that we work all the days to get the feeling that we had in Moto2, especially in my case with the bike, this feeling, and try to show because we have the potential to do also in MotoGP.
Was that something that attracted you to come here, Raul? Obviously, Noe was working here last year, and there was a chance to reunite with him in 2023. Is that one of the reasons why you decided to come back?
Yes.
Come to RNF?
Yes. This is like when you have a relationship with the girl, no? Not like this. Forgot about imagine, but no. But sure. When I had the offer of Aprilia to come here with RNF and with Noe, 90% of the decision, well, a little bit less, was to come to work again with him and also with some mechanic that I had on Moto2. Because when you are happy, it's not necessary to have a change. And when we separate with our ways in 2022, it was difficult for me because I was really happy with my staff of 21 and I said, okay, first of all, I need to be happy and I need to are comfortable with the people that I am working. And the first thing that I did is I need to go there to try to be relaxed, and I know that I believe on them.
Because a crew chief is not just an engineer, but also a psychologist and a friend and a parent and a girlfriend.
No, girlfriend, no. In my case, for example, is sometimes I say that it's my big brother.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's true that when you, in my case, I will speak what I told you before. What happened? Sometimes I don't have time to prepare like I wanted one races or to see 100% all the tires. Sometimes I go to the boss and I say, no, I don't have time to work like I want. I need to leave to do interviews. What tire do you think? I believe on you. And it is something that is the people that you believe, is the people where you have to cry, you cry with him, is the people that manage everything, because it's not just for me, he have to manage everything with Aprilia, with the tire boys, with Michelin's, with the mechanic, with the data boy, and I think it's a really difficult work. Honestly, it's a difficult work, because if it's not the rider, it's one mechanic, if it's not one mechanic, it's the Michelin boy, if it's not Michelin, it's the Ollins. But always you have all days one problem and you need to try to take a solution, and honestly I appreciate a lot. It's not easy his work, but I think in my case I think you need to believe.
Because you've also had physical problems this year with arm pump, and if you're in a situation which is difficult, that becomes even bigger. So was it good that you were here, that you were with Noe, that you had the people who you trust and have confidence in around you to be able to work and make progress?
Yeah, when I had the problem on the arm, the first people that I have with me is Noe. The first people when I stop one practice is Noe. No? And when I say that I have a problem, he never say, hey, you are a stupid boy or you have excuse, no? Excuses? Yeah, you have excuse. Never. It's something that honestly, when he have to say you are idiot, he say, this is honestly. But I think when I have a problem, he believe.
Yeah.
But not just him, all the team. When I say I need to surgery my arm because I have a problem, I cannot drive like this. Yeah. Not someone say, hey, you are crying because no. Everybody help to me to say, okay, take the decision, do if you have to do. And prepare 100% to arrive because at the end, all the team, this is in general, all the team want the same goal, is to win. Not someone on the bus want to lose. Everybody will want to win, and it's something that I appreciate a lot, that when I say I had a problem, everybody helped to me to say, okay, take a solution.
No, obviously every rider is different. and every rider needs maybe a different approach in how you work with them, how you manage them. How would you describe Raul as a person, first of all, and then as a rider, secondly?
I will do something like that.
If you can leave the room now, Raul.
Yeah, I can leave now. See you in 5 minutes.
Well, as a person, he's a really fun guy. He likes a lot to have fun with friends, with the team. First of all, is to enjoy the lucky life he has, which is a privilege for many, many people. So he wants to really enjoy this and share it with the family and to share with the friends and obviously with the team. This is the first thing. To me, is this as a person. He's a really nice guy, honestly. I don't know the real image that he has outside, but the real one, when you know, is this. And as a rider, is
like always, all the riders difficult. We are very.
They are all difficult, but well, it's not difficult. But it's what I would expect about from one rider is completely 100% focused on riding MotoGP and being fast for that. So it's sometimes at 7 o'clock in the morning. No, I had this idea. What do you think? Please check data. This is happening, Raul. Or not?
It's true.
I'm not lying. It's completely like this. So I was thinking, and maybe that if we could do this, what do you think? Check data and we speak, and then this kind of it's really completely focused on riding the MotoGP bike. Is what I think a rider chosen for MotoGP, which are only 22, to be like that. I mean, they need to be full-time thinking on that, and he is the one. So.
Yeah, but something that I would like to say is, you see here that I say all the good word for him. He say a lot of good word for me. Never we say that. Always we are on the bad side. Hey, you did that bad.
Yeah.
We are playing, but never we say that. It's something that we are in love with, no? But
but sometimes we fight.
Yeah.
Too often.
We spoke to Noe for this podcast in the Saxon Ring, Raul, and he said sometimes he speaks to you more than he speaks to his wife. Is it like that?
I think
This week, not bad, Raul.
1 second. No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I will have it recorded.
I have someone. Wait. Wait. You will see. Where is? No, but for me it's too much. No, not too much, because the problem is we love that. We love
racing.
I love the racing. Also, I am very lucky that I am a rider, but I love the racing. I love. Always when I have free time, I am in my home to watching some races. Superbike, Spanish Championship, motocross, Formula 1. I love. And he's more or less like me. Something that together we are a bomba, no? Sometimes we also in Moto2, it is not like now. In Moto2 we were with a lot of good result, and we didn't stop to work.
But it was quite stressful that year, because imagine just
one of our calling. More than
1 hour, 18 minutes and 46 seconds.
He has to speak about the bike. How you can manage that? It's difficult,
But this happens quite often. So
Yeah.
But it's what he said. Finally, we are fully focused on just improving every day, and especially him. He's like, he has everything on mind.
Yeah, but also, for example, now sometimes when you don't have the result, it's quite difficult. Honestly, it's quite difficult, and for me, I think for them also, it's difficult. It's difficult. I want to win. I prepare every day for win races, and when we don't get that, we work it more. Mm-hmm. And more. And it is something that I am very, very appreciate that for them, because our target is the same. I don't come in here to any on the 15th place. Yeah. No, we come in to win and to try to win. And this is something that maybe for that we have a really good relationship, because our mind is more or less the same. We know that we want to be on the top. and we are working all the days for that.
This is a question for both of you, Raul and Noe. Raul, you said in Moto2, everyone had more or less similar equipment and you didn't have to test a lot of things. Moving to MotoGP, can you talk then about how much more complicated it is as both a rider and as a crew chief to try and get the right setting?
If I am honestly, I don't like the excuse. I think when you do anything bad or something like this, I want to be very clear, first with myself and later with everybody, because I think it's just the way to improve. And honestly, if I am 100% honestly, something that this year lost to me a lot of confidence is first to have one very difficult year, the last year. It's something that you can lose the confidence in 1 second, but to get this confidence you need minimum 3-4 races or more. It's something that with Jorge Lorenzo you saw when he jumped to Ducati. It's not easy. And that is something that is not helping to me, the confidence that I lost. And another thing is the R. On the R problem, when now everybody spoke about the R problem, everybody think that is a small surgery or something easy. Honestly, what I had on the R was bigger than I expected. The recovery was more than 1 month and was something that don't help to me. Honestly, when I done the surgery and I was recovering more or less, now I think that the result coming. We saw the data, we are really competitive. I will not speak about Moto2 because I think this is the past. It's true that my target is, or our target is to be like Moto2, to have this flow on the bike, to try to be comfortable, to drive the bike with this flow. But we are working on that. I think we are more close than everybody expected. And I think one races will be there, like this. Yes, we need to work to put all the package together and try to do. But we are closing that everybody think. What I can say.
Noe, would that be a fair assessment, do you think?
Yeah, it's clear that last year he lost some confidence, it's true. Also, we can see on the bike setup, because at the beginning we were working on one way, especially for the front, which at this point is the lack of confidence that he had. But step by step, when he's recovering this, so we are moving from that point to another, which means that at the beginning we missed that confidence on front, and then by step, when he's recovering and is able to ride his own style, his own flowing, as he says, is also changing the bike, adapting more to the performance that we can get with his style. So it's what is happening in these last races, that we are making, well, it's not clear on the results because finally there are many things that we could improve the point, but when you check properly the data, he's closer, as he says, than that it looks like. But yes, from his recovering of the confidence, step by step, you can see on the setup of the bike, it is clear.
Is it frustrating knowing that, because everything is about the details, especially with so many competitive bikes, you could see on the data that you're very, very close, but there's just these tiny little things which get in your way. How hard is it?
For example, when sometimes when you check data and you feel it's 0.8 or 0.9 from top, it's a lot. You see 20. You check data and if you check properly, it's 0.05 per corner. 0.05. Sometimes the lines on the screen you don't really realize.
You have to zoom right in to actually
see where it's
amazing.
So this is the level of the real MotoGP right now.
You can imagine if you have on one track with 20 curve, you lost 0.05 per curve. It's nothing. But nothing is nothing. At the end of the lap, you lost 1 second. It's amazing.
This is the MotoGP.
It's amazing. It's something that for me is very frustrated. Honestly, and I say it's very frustrated. But if you don't change this frustration in a good energy to improve, I will never go on the top. It's something that I know. I don't know them, but in my case, I am not happy to end on the place that I end. It's very frustrated for me. It's very frustrated. But if I don't change this frustration for good energy on the bike, never I will change the situation. And it's true, sometimes I come into the box, I say, fuck, I lost 6:10. We saw the data, I say, no, that is impossible. Yeah. It's like super small details that you say, that is impossible to control that. It's impossible. Sometimes it's impossible. But what I think also, when I say, no, it's impossible, I say, okay, I don't take it my 100% of potential because I am on the way to take it, and I am not I don't take the 100% of the potential of the bike. We will working to take it that.
Mm-hmm. Work one small piece at a time, one small step at a time.
Yeah. I think, honestly, we are, what I told you, we are more closing than what everybody expecting. We saw that we are too far to them, but what I can say, or what I saw on the last races, we are closing that everybody expected. And in one race, maybe it will be a surprise. Why not here, no?
In Catalonia.
In Catalonia. Yeah. Catalonia. No, but we are working very well. What I told you, we don't one race and we won't go to the home and I go to the beach. We are working to get our target.
10 races gone. 10 races still to go. What do you think is a realistic possibility
Podium.
for the second half of the year?
Podium.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. Noe?
Yes.
He will say win.
No, I will not say win because it's really difficult,
Yeah,
especially with Pecco and these guys that are really experienced. But to me, maybe for some it's really far away one podium, but I think
he said podium because I say.
No, I say
because
podium.
he's like too relaxed. Later on the boss, he say fuck.
Was winning.
We cannot to say sorry.
No, but a podium would be.
No, I would like. We are working very well. Why not? If we don't think that we can do, we will not to do.
We are convinced about that.
First of all, you have to think that you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much everything for our discussion today. Thanks very much, Raul, and thanks as well, Noe, for joining us today on RNF Unlocked. And thank you all for listening to this special episode. We have more interesting episodes coming up, and one with Miguel Oliveira too, as well. So comment below on what you'd like to hear in the next podcast. And until then, let's wish Raul and Noe the best for this weekend, especially being the home GP for, well, one of you. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.